Welcome to another movie plot and enjoy the memories. We begin with an account of a skirmish between two clans of shapeshifting humans called Skinwalkers. One side embraces their werewolf abilities while the other protects a child that's said to bring an end to the curse forever on his 13th birthday. The movie opens with a terrified man running through the forest, passing the bodies of his deceased friends along the way. He's being pursued by Skinwalkers and attempts to burn a map while at the same time trying to line up a shot with his silver bullets. The evil Skinwalker Grenier flanks him, knocking the man out and hanging him upside down until the rest of his pack arrives. The leader studies his map to find that it contains the location of more Skinwalkers like the camp that they just slaughtered here. She demands to know which one's protecting the child, but he just laughs as a blood moon comes overhead that marks 4 days until their curse is lifted. The leader shoots the man in the head and tells her gang to split up to find the boy quickly, as the next full moon marks the end of all their fun. At one of those locations on the map, a group of Skinwalkers are happy that they only have 4 more days of being werewolves. They're sent a video to keep up morale which shows the boy alive and well, but his protector Adam avoids ever showing his face. When the sun sets, the 4 enter the basement to get put into restraints as Skinwalkers can't control their bloodlust when they transform. The power goes out, so the only one still unrestrained goes back up top to check it out, but he's killed by a leader of the evil Skinwalkers, Varek. The second in command Zoe wants to kill the 3, but Varek just wants the location of the boy, so he questions the terrified woman. When she doesn't answer him, Grenier kills one of her friends with a silver knife, but she's still unable to answer them as none of the other packs actually know. The only ones that do know his location are the Skinwalkers, who directly look after him like Adam. The 4th member of Varek's gang's his main squeeze, Sonja, who doesn't want the curse to end as she had a horrible life before it as a human. While they study the dead Skinwalkers video for any clues, Varek notices a jacket reflected in the background revealing the boy's hometown. The single mother Rachel raises her son Timothy, who started having seizures and visions 4 days out from his 13th birthday. In the light of the red moon, the friend William heals him with some native medicine and says that Tim will probably get worse before this is all over. The next morning we meet the rest of the family of Skinwalkers, including their grandmother, but Tim and Rachel are unaware that werewolves even exist. Her husband apparently died over a decade ago in a home invasion, so his brother Jonas now protects his nephew along with his daughter Katherine. She's the girlfriend of Adam and the envy of the mailman Doke, who all just parade around as a regular community to keep humans in the dark. Rachel goes with Adam to town where everyone's concerned about Tim, as they've somehow all been told about last night's seizure already. It creeps her out, but Rachel needs to get to work with Adam when Varek and his gang come riding into town on their bikes. They get seen by everyone on guard and split up in searching for Timothy, but their pet bird is the first to spot him shopping with Nana. She recognizes Varek, who says that he only wants the boy and will leave the rest unharmed, but Granny whips out her cannons and begins firing. Taking a bullet from Varek, she just shrugs it off and continues shooting back from cover while her grandson learns how to reload on the job. Doke pulls out a shotgun along with Adam's father, but he's the first killed by the gang, who all arrive to open fire on Granny. Hearing gunshots, Adam grabs his rifle to go outside with Rachel and protect Tim, who runs into an empty shop for cover. Granny continues acting as a bullet sponge, giving Rachel enough time to find her son, and they hide from a window, peeping Zoe. When he leaves, Jonas arrives to escort them to a garage where Katherine, Adam and Doke are waiting with a truckload of weapons. William drives while they escape the town, but leaves behind Granny when she's shot once again, assuming that she must be dead. The seemingly unkillable woman blows up the nearby gas station to slow down the gang before standing up again to confront their leader. He doesn't want to kill any more of their kind, but Nana draws her gun, giving Varek no choice but to shoot her in the head. As they drive away, Jonas reveals to Rachel that they kept her in the dark for their own safety, as some Skinwalkers desire to kill Tim because of his rare bloodline. He says that even her husband Caleb was a werewolf, but Rachel won't believe them, so Doke uses chloroform to stop her from freaking out. At night, when the restrained family of Skinwalkers transform, they leave Rachel in the back to make her believe the story. Tim sits up front with their human protector, who says that his people have been taking care of Skinwalkers for a long time. Unlike their family, the gang has already fed on human blood, which has made them permanently addicted to feeding. As he's saying this, we're shown a nearby bar where 2 patrons accosting a waitress are attacked by a fully transformed Sonja. Varek and the others enter to get their feeding frenzy on, and after throwing the men around the building, they kill everybody inside, including the horrified woman. They're shown feeding on the patrons as the scene cuts back and forth between Varek and Sonja in their blood-covered human forms. Jonas explains that Tim's seizures are a result of his body being at war with itself, as half-breeds always die before 13, making him special to have survived. If he can make it another 48 more hours, the legend says that he ends the Skinwalker curse forever, but Timmy faints, so the group take him to the hospital. The nurse treating him says that he has a very unusual blood type, but just gets to work while the good Skinwalkers spread out to patrol the area. Another patient soon brought in with head trauma, but she turns out to be Sonja, who kills the nurse before attacking Rachel. Trying to kill Timothy, he's saved when Doak tosses Sonja to a side and holds her off like a rabid animal while attempting to escape with the injured family. Jonah notices Varek's bird circling the hospital and tells William to bring the truck around before going inside to start a shootout with the gang. Doak's caught up in the middle of it protecting Tim and is shot in the back and killed on the doorsteps. Varek captures Katherine, and while using her as a bargaining chip for the boy, Rachel recognizes him as her former husband Caleb. He realizes that Tim must be his son and looks ready to concede, but the rest of the gang start firing and the shootout continues. The family flee the scene minus Jonas' daughter, while Adam takes out Grenier with a quick headshot on their way out. Jonas tells Rachel that he thought his brother was dead, but apparently he just changed his name to Varek and switched sides. The gang question his commitment to their mission, knowing the truth now, but Varek says that the boy has no father and he has no son. The good group hide in a cave for the night while wondering about what their evil counterparts are going to do with Katherine. They restrain themselves for one final blood moon, and the next morning Jonas realizes that Adam's gone after her alone. He suspiciously returns, having found no signs of the other werewolves, just a tortured Katherine having been left alive. They get back on the road, where a confused Katherine can't remember much but says her uncle Varek let her live while the others wanted to kill her. They continue driving away, and when night falls they get into their restraints for the final time, but Katherine's personality begins to change. Adam and Jonas are already tied up when Katherine snaps Will's neck, revealing that she was made to feed last night and now has a bloodlust. She switches between acting apologetic and wanting to kill everyone when Adam, with his one arm free, manages to shoot her in the leg. He loves her too much to kill her, which allows Katherine to take the gun and shoot her boyfriend in the heart before freaking out over what she's done. With him dead and her father still restrained, she then calls Timothy into the back, but he enters with a shotgun drawn. He's unable to pull the trigger as Jonas tries to talk his daughter into fighting the hunger, but she's unable to, and when leaping at Tim, her own father must shoot her in the back. With only 3 of the family left alive, the Skinwalkers hawk kamikazes into the truck, causing Rachel to run off the road. Varek and his gang catch up but find the truck already empty with only a few hours remaining until midnight. Jonas takes Rachel and Tim to an old mill, and without any restraints he locks them inside a cage, knowing that when he fully transforms nobody will be safe. They say their goodbyes before he goes outside to defend the family from the trio of evil Skinwalkers who have sniffed them out. When the gang of werewolves split up to search the mill, Jonas catches Zoe in a trap and makes him fall upside down onto concrete, killing him. He then comes face to face with his brother Caleb, and the two battle in their werewolf forms while Sonja goes after Tim with only a few minutes left. She breaks into their hiding place, pinning Rachel beneath a cage, but is blown away with the shotgun before Tim hands it to his mom to finish Sonja off. The last 2 werewolves go back and forth until Jonah briefly retreats, so Varek goes searching for his wife and child. He finds them, so his ex-wife tries to talk him down, but Varek slashes her away before Tim's saved by a returning Jonas. The two continue their fight onto a balcony, so Tim leaves his mother to try to help Jonas, who's defeated and about to be killed. He can only win by biting Varek, drinking his blood and turning himself evil, but it only buys Tim a few more seconds. When the uncle is about to kill his nephew, a recovered mother returns and shoots Jonas in the heart several times, causing him to collapse to the ground dead. Varek stands back up and knocks Rachel unconscious before biting Tim in the neck, but the clock strikes 12 and he begins to feel sick. His wife wakes up again and knocks Varek over the railing, but the 13-year-old Tim's blood is now the cure and the Skinwalker reverts into a human. Without any of the bloodthirst, Varek's personality disappears and the father Caleb's able to rejoin Rachel and Tim as one big happy family. Sometime later, the parents fill hollow points with their son's blood to travel around towns, forcing Skinwalkers to become human again, while others willingly visit the family of werewolf hunters to obtain a cure for the curse themselves. And the movie ends.